Hi, Simon here, Simple Life Garden Design. This is the July tour of our low maintenance garden. As usual, we've just spent an hour or two in the garden this month. We've done a little bit of tying back, a little bit of bindweed clearing, done a little bit of deadheading on the roses. But other than that, we've not done a great deal. Oh, and also cleared out some of the old stems from the bluebells. Now they're kind of completely finished. So anyway, come with me and let's have a look and see what we have to see. Okay, enjoy the ride. Thank you. So we're going to start off up on our Moroccan pergola. The first plant I'd like to show you is the olive. Now the olive didn't do very well in the very wet start we had to the year, and it was looking a little bit sad. But I'm pleased to say it's picked up, it's showing real signs of life and growth. And that's ultimately what we like to see. We come across here, we have once again the clematis that looked so good earlier in the year. The Tenia, red robin's doing fine, and the spindle is starting to show signs of flowering, which is always amazing. Phoebe's not done so well this year, maybe because the honeysuckle have done so well. But there they are. We have the eagle, the mahonia and the viburnum. Now we've had a walnut sapling that was growing up in between the two of them. I've taken that out because we just didn't really have the space for it, which is a shame. I'd love to have a walnut tree, but I've got nowhere to put it at the moment. So that unfortunately had to come out. We have this patch of ground, which is a little bit bare. As I say, we just cleared out all the bluebells from there. But we've been really lucky. Pond was starting to need a top up of some sort, and my son's got my hose, so I was starting to think, how am I going to do that when we had about 3 inches of rain over the weekend? It's topped it right up for me. So thank you to the weather gods for helping with the pond. Also, of course, topped up the bird bath. We have here hawthorn, second hawthorn in the shade of the beech. Come along the side here. Again, the honeysuckle's now coming to an end. The raspberries didn't do brilliantly well this year. We've had a couple of massive batches. And here's the hollyhocks. As I said, we've tied them back and they're a little bit leaning the wrong way at the moment. But when the sun comes round, they'll stand up and look the other way as they chase the sun. So they're cool. We come up to our main pergola, and you'll have probably seen several photographs of this part of our garden, our amazing feature. We spend so much time here, especially since we renewed the furniture. But this clematis is absolutely stunning, an Italian leather plant, and I really didn't think we were going to get much from it this year. A lot of it had died off, and we were kind of left with almost one main stem. But it leafed up, and then it budded up, and I don't know that I've ever seen quite this many buds on it. It's absolutely staggeringly beautiful. Just beyond it, we have the star jasmine, which has been, again, so phenomenal, so full of scent as you come up to the pergola, especially of an evening, and the scent of it just absolutely knocks your socks off. It took a while to get going, this one. We've had it many years, and the first couple it did virtually nothing, and then it started flowering, and each year it got a little bigger. And we're going to have to cut it back this year when it's finished flowering, as it's starting to take over, as you can see, the whole of the pergola, and well, you kind of need a little bit for us. So yeah, absolutely amazing once again. But look here, we can see the Fatsia japonica really kind of standing up for attention, which is pretty awesome. Tony Aster, last of the Solomon seal for this year, and the apple tree. Now, considering the apple tree was absolutely chock full of blossom earlier in the year, I think we've just got 2 apples. So that's a little bit, well, they're not the nicest apples, but they're still better than none. But it certainly put all its effort into growth. Again, hollyhocks, I'm going to stake them up as well, just to keep them back from the path. And we've trimmed the jasmine here. And look at that beautiful purple rose. That's been flowering for weeks. Again, that's pretty cool. Euronymous at the back there. And the salvia hot lips here, not fit with flowers, but it's still delivering. And that, when it really does get the seasons to help it, will keep going until December. And that is stunning. Now we have here, just beyond the bird bath, Acanthus mollis, the Star Trek plant. I love these, they are fantastic. Yes, they do tend to kind of roam around your garden a little bit, but they're not too hard to get out if they're in the wrong place. I tend to leave them where they are if they're not a problem, because those flowers are just bizarre. They should be straight out of Star Trek, I reckon, but there you go. If we then come up, we see our buddleias, and we've got two here. There's a purple one and there's a white one. Butterfly bush and bee bush. And if we look at the top there, we can actually see there is a red admiral sitting there. So there's a couple. They call this the butterfly bush and the bee bush because butterflies and bees spend so much time on them. Those flowers are full of pollen and nectar. That's what both species love. Bees possibly more important because they pollinate everything that either we eat or everything we eat eats. As we come down again, we have periwinkle in the back there. It's the acantha. It's calicarpa. We come down here, there is the Laphateria that I rescued from the building site. It's probably doubled in size since it came here, so we will have to keep that one in check as it grows and develops. But that's kind of cool. Those pink flowers early in spring are delicious. There is also at the back here, there's a dark night Weigelia. Beautiful flowers still to come. Oh, the Choisia. Don't think we're going to get a second dose of that this year. And the matrimony plant just beyond that. As we come back round to our pergola. Now there is one thing here that I didn't show you as we started, but this is a sign of things to come. There is in here a crocosmia bud, the first one, and you can see a hint of that vibrant orange, which will be giving us some absolutely fantastic summer cheer in a week or two. So there you are. That's the July tour of our garden. We've worked hard to extend the colour here from spring colour, which was always fairly straightforward, to extend that season into the summer. And bit by bit we've done it, but in some cases it's been a case of really waiting to let plants mature, show their absolute amazing glory. And it's also been a case of letting plants do their thing. Hollyhocks are the classic example of that, and the acanthus. So, hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you'll join us again in August when we give you our next little tour. Till then, see you soon. Simon, Simple Life Garden Design, simply brilliant garden designs. Thank you.
Never let you go.